This is the Gold Point mill. It's EC58. We're looking at the upper part of the gravity mill, looking kind of to the east, down slope and down the building. It's a large area that the mill mine complex covers. It'll be several installments to get it all. We'll just kind of start up here and work our way around. Look inside the mill, see some of the old machinery and such. This is still part of the Gold Point mill, looking kind of back to the north, kind of up towards where I took the last frame. This is an old boiler just outside the mill, kind of getting a side shot of the building. See several entrances going into it. This is looking inside the Gold Point mill, really where the milling process starts. Rock comes down from above there and starts going through the primary crushers and on down through. We'll get better views of what's on the inside there. This is pretty much the upper portion of the mill. This is a little bit more inside the mill. We're right next to the ball mill that we just saw. Looking down, you can go. The ore works its way down through. There's some concentrating tables down there in the distance, or whole cook stove. I don't know what it's doing there. But we'll go down to that level here in a minute. There's not a whole lot to see up here. It's pretty much a very well built structure that's held up quite well over the years. We'll work our way down through the building here to the next level. Now we're standing at the lower portion of the Gold Point mill. As you can see, right at the end of the ball mill up above there, stairs coming down, there's that wood stove that we looked at, cook stove. There's some bags of quickcrete concrete. I don't know what it's doing there. There's a concentrating table, Wilfie table, where the cons come down across and get even more concentrated. There's a secondary one here. Fairly good shape for as old as they are. Again, we're clear at the lowest portion of the Gold Point mill. There really isn't much else to see inside here. This will be the last shot here. We'll get one down if we can in front of the mill, and then go look for any kind of other material around here to view. Here we're looking at the lowest portion of the mill. You can see the boiler up above there where we've been there, took some pictures of that there. And we're just gonna zoom out here and check out. This is right at the end, lower eastern end. Come around. Right over there's a cabin, presumably where people who worked here lived. Somebody lived there. Nice place. We'll get a better look at that. There's a bit of trash out there in the field, tires and such. Right next to that's Red River and the bridge to get across. It's not usable except for as a footbridge now. It's pretty well caved. The highway across the way you're looking at, that's the main Elk City to Red River paved highway, Highway 222, Road 222. We'll get over on the other side of that cabin where we're looking at there and check out stuff, and then in between there and there, look at maybe some jig tailings or mill tailings that maybe down below us where you see that pond. Here we're looking back to the west at the Gold Point Mill. You can see the road going up to the lower portion of it, and kind of make out the mill up through the trees there, the upper part there, down through where we got our last bunch of frames. We're down. There's some ponds down below the mill here. It appears to all be dredge ponds, where I'm standing on a large dredge tailing here. That's dredge tailings in the distance there. This is dredge tailings, another pond. While I've been standing here, there's been several fish jumping throughout the ponds. This whole area has been extensively dredged. Those are all dredge tailings and ponds on up above there, kind of right in the distance where we're looking right now. We're kind of coming around through the little creeks cutting through here. The highway in the background there. Again, there's the bridge that cuts across the Red River there to get to over where we are. Another pond. This area that we're talking about is pretty much where there would be any mill tailings or any such thing as that, and I would guess that this has been dredged right up to the base of the mill, and I can't not see any. I'm not going to sample any of the water here. I don't think that it's significant to bother with doing that. We'll get on around and look at a little bit of the stuff's on the other side of that house that we were looking at before. Coming around to where that house is, right back down there. We'll get over there in a minute and look at that. And we're down on the level of the house we'd been looking at there. You see the house and another shop or garage behind it there. There's a bunch of stuff stacked around, tires in the foreground there, another little building, outhouse probably. Pretty much a swampy little bog down here on this level. We'll work our way around above the house. There's a bunch of machinery and such up above there. We'll take a look at on the way, and then that'll pretty much be it for the Gold Point mine. The bridge again across Red River, just a foot bridge. See the pickup over there? That's the highway from Elk City to Red River. Red River flowing in the intermediate distance there. We're standing uphill to the west of the Gold Point mine, or the house that we were looking at down on the river. We're to the west of it, uphill a little ways, up a little road that gets us here. This is kind of a junk pile, miscellaneous. This is and that there. Road that we're looking at right there goes on up around and goes just above the mill where we started this tour. Another pile of miscellaneous things there, barrels and what have you, and circling around. There's junk piled all around there. We'll go all the way around, get a good view of a lodge pole up close here, cutting around here. There's a kind of a campsite, flat place there, outhouse in the background there. Miscellaneous bits and of junk all over the ground up here. A barrel and some hoses and various metal and boards and such. And this will end our trip around the Gold Point mine, I never found the actual adit or shaft that is shown on the map. We're not, I couldn't see that the water, the little creek running down next to it there is so far away it ran into the dredge tailings and ponds before it would have hit any of the mine tailings, mill tailings. Well, this will end our tour of the Gold Point mine.